Oh man, this look. I don't know about this look, but usually when I go to yoga this morning, I have to wait outside for a few minutes, and it has been pretty cold. Not relative to what it's like in my home state of Massachusetts, but cold enough to make it unpleasant and make me want to wear this outfit. So, no shame, right? No shame. This is what I'm wearing. Back from yoga, and I am in a coaching session right now, but we're doing a little work breakout, so I can talk for a few moments. The kitchen is a wreck, and I need to clean it before my boyfriend gets back. I feel really good today. You are playful. So sometimes Basil likes to play. Why do you like to play so much today? So interesting. Why are you so playful? He's acting very strange. Is it because Dad's not here? Is it because Dad's away? Pushing furniture around? Yeah, I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. Evie woke me up at 4:30 in the morning. And then I tried to get back to sleep and didn't really get much sleep between that and 5:15 when I officially woke up. So I'm shocked that I'm not like dead right now. Yeah, I have a lot of things on my plate. I actually have a second coaching call that it's optional, but it's like an end of year planning session with another coaching program I'm in. So I really want to try to make that. And then I'm picking up my boyfriend from the airport. Actually, before that, I have to go get stuff from my P.O. box, go to the 99-cent store because there's a couple more things I need. And one of the things I bought broke while I was using it, which is a bummer. So I'm hoping that I can go replace it. And I just got to continue working on the party. Oh, and I think I mentioned this yesterday. I'm participating. Jason and I are like in this kind of like presenting within this coaching group. So there's like a lot of coaching going on today, participating and wait, I don't know if that makes sense. You probably know what I mean. We're speaking on one and listening to two. And then I have a party tonight with a pretty cool person that's friends with my boyfriend, who I haven't met yet. And he's a really successful podcaster as well as a successful actor. So I'm excited to connect with him and his friends and just see what that's all about. And there's one other thing on my calendar. What is this? Oh yeah, I have to clean. And I want to work on on the new version of my book so that can be ready for the relaunch 2 weeks from today, which is January 1st. And I need to edit videos. Wow, okay. A lot on my plate, but I feel really good and positive today, which is exciting because yesterday, and I was talking about how, was it yesterday? I don't know, one of my recent videos was talking about how it feels uncomfortable to share so much stress, but I was also reflecting on that today. I feel like people like seeing the drama in other people's lives, so maybe this is entertaining. I just hope it doesn't stress you out. Maybe it's relieving to see other people's stress in a way, because you're like, well, that's not my stress, at least like I can just, I don't know. Or maybe on the other hand, you don't want to hear about people's stress because you already feel stressed in your own life. Like, why do you want to hear about others? I don't know. People aren't commenting on these videos yet, which is also fine because I would, I don't know, I try not to read comments too much. I find that YouTube comments can just be either very, very positive or very negative, and that's why I try to avoid reading them. All right, I'm just babbling. I gotta get back to work. And I'm super cold right now. It's so funny. I think it's probably like in the 50s. It just feels really chilly today for LA, so I got the fireplace on, but it hasn't, and actually it's 49 degrees, which is extremely chilly for LA. So now I feel like less of a wimp. It's kind of nuts because I've been so consistent with working out. My body has really started to change in ways I don't know if I've ever been in this great a shape, which is really, really exciting. It shows how much consistency pays off, and that's like amazing to be able to have that testimonial, because Jason and I start the Consistency Code program 2 weeks from today. There's still time to enroll if you want to do it. And so now I have a great consistency story, because I felt like I've been consistent with working out over my life, but it's different. This one class I've been doing 3 times a week is really, really different than any other workout I've done. So it's changing my body in ways that I just haven't experienced before. And mentally it's changing me. Energetically, I think it changes me. So yeah, it's pretty amazing. And I feel like I'm just getting started. Like there's just so much more I could experience if I stick with it for a long time. So I'm super curious to see what will happen to my body over time. All right, back to work. Just took a shower. No, I'm not naked. I'm wearing this little piece and my favorite towel. Have you ever used one of these? My boyfriend always likes to tell me I look, I don't know if he thinks I look silly. I think he thinks it's cute, but I also feel like I'm in a different era. When would they have worn these? Like the 40s or 50s? I don't know. It's pretty great though. I don't know how well it works, but I always use it after I take a shower because it's supposed to absorb some of the water. And I don't know. I probably could use a new one. This one's kind of falling apart. Anyways, so I was looking through social media, reading some emails, and I came across this really interesting roundup of CBD products. And if you didn't know this about me, I'm really into CBD, but I'm into kind of the, how do I want to put this? Let me just say that I think it's really interesting that CBD has become such a trend. It's so hyped up. So many brands want to participate, and there's this roundup talking about like interesting CBD products. And one of them is a line of activewear that makes bras infused with CBD. And I had to go check them out. And I went to their Instagram account. Let me pull it up on here. If I can find it easily. Here they are. They're called, I don't even know how to pronounce it. It kind of looks like, I would say like abracadabra, but that's not what it is. It's like a cabadab. I literally no idea. I'm also really bad at pronouncing things. But so it's the first ever CBD infused premium activewear line. Cool concept. Might just be one of those, what's the term for it? In other words, I don't know if your body's really gonna benefit from CBD. Are they just trying to capitalize on this, as a lot of brands seem to be doing? I don't know yet. But what turned me off more about this brand is that like most of their pictures are girls posing like this. They have really great bodies. Their mouths are open, they're smiling. They're trying to look perfect and all of that. They're beautiful women, but they're not women that I resonate with, right? When I see stuff like this, I immediately feel less than. I immediately feel like I don't fit in. I feel like I'm not good enough. And you know, especially a lot of this might be the filter of being a content creator. Is a lot of times when I see brands like this, I think of like, oh, maybe there's an opportunity for us to work together, collaborate. And then I see posts like this and I think, yep, I just don't fit into this. I'm not gonna fit into their image because I don't have abs like that, even though you know, as I said earlier, I'm in the best shape that I've ever been in, and I work out a lot. My body doesn't look like that. I also don't want to be one of those girls that poses like this all the time. I have done that before. I try not to do that. My most recent post is maybe the closest I've come to that recently. And you know, I picked this photo because I thought my body looked good, which is a very superficial thing, versus like, you might remember this post, which still makes me feel very uncomfortable because I don't think I look very good there, right? But I'm really trying not to do those posts. And actually, I feel very proud if I look through my content. Most of them are not the mouth open or the peace sign or like brushing back my hair. And I'm not, maybe I am actually mocking them, but my intention is not to make fun of or shame women who do things like that. You know, if that's the way women want to pose, great. But my question is why? Why do they and why do I at times feel the need to pose like that for social media? It perpetuates this idea of constant happiness, and I'm almost out of space on my memory card per usual, but I actually saw this great post from this girl that I follow. I can link to her in the description. Her name is Marcella, I think. Again, a name I'm not very good at pronouncing, but anyways, she posts like the truth about Instagram, you know, and so she'll show like a really happy photo, and then you'll swipe and you'll see like a sad photo, and she'll tell you the reality of that happy photo and how that wasn't really what was going on there, and that resonates with me more. I am on my second coaching call, and I am experiencing a headache right now. Don't know if it's from exhaustion, stress, not eating enough, or the right amount. I don't know. I don't usually feel like this. So my guess is it's a combination of feeling like I'm not getting enough sleep and maybe just feeling a bit stressed, taking on too much. I ended up taking on another thing today. So in addition to doing the 2 coaching sessions, the second of which I'm almost done with, I am going to participate in my friend's mastermind at 5 o'clock. Just because it's good exposure for me, and it's also a way for me to pay her back. Even though it wasn't positioned like that at all, I just felt like I want to support her because she supported me so much. And it'll be easy. Both the things that I'm participating in tonight are just kind of interviews, so I just have to wing it. I don't really have to prepare or anything. I found out, well, I already knew this, but it became official today that I'm speaking at an event, 2 events in February, one for my book and one for the podcast. And the podcast one's pretty cool. It's a really big podcast event that I've never been to before. So it's kind of like my first time entering in the podcast world as a professional podcaster. So I feel like very official. So today it just feels like there's a lot of momentum building. There's a lot happening this week and the next few months, and it's a good feeling. It's just, again, trying not to let it turn into overwhelm and stress. So I'm gonna I was trying to multitask, listening to the coaching and doing some other things, and now I think I'm just gonna focus on the coaching, lie here on the couch, rest my head, and figure out the flow for the rest of the day. Headed to pick up my boyfriend from the airport, running a few errands in between, and I realized how hungry I was. So whenever I'm on the road and I need something that's really quick, I go to Carl's Jr. and get the Beyond Burger lettuce wrap. Well, I was really tired last night after all of the work that was done and going to a holiday party after that. So I didn't record an ending. I didn't wrap up the day. So this is my goodbye to that video, and I'll see you in the next one.